So today I'm playing Narcissu. I don't know how that's pronounced, but yeah, it is like a kind of old game, but it's never get old. It is a visual novel game. It's never get old. We played. That's what I'm trying to say. And let me see. This is my, you can say, maybe first visual novel game. Maybe, I don't know. So what what is in extras? It is like a Silence of Life type game. Uh, so what was that? Okay, that I thought music was on, but maybe not. I don't know if when this game has an background music. What what's in the notes? On okay, this is ending. Okay, that was kind of confusing to me. I don't know how long I'm going to stream, but at least maybe an hour or something. Mm, let's start. Let's start. Let's go. What part? One, right? Then two. Select. This is one. Uh, what is this? Select translation. We always keep in. Wait, what is this? Voice. 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 Yeah, because I don't wanna maybe voice act much.
眩しかった日のこと、
Oh, this.
そんな冬
Okay,
の日のこと。
I didn't read that. Wait, what if I increase this? It will. Oh, wait, okay, it will get bigger. So let me in. It, let me just adjust this a bit. Was not knowing that I can make it big. Okay, maybe it's okay now. Lock that up and move my character like here and just right. Anyone in stream? No one. I don't know. 2001, 31, oh, 42 people. Ooh, it's like actually raining my ear. Okay. Spring 1996. Satsumi. Satsumi.
確かに幼い頃か
True,
ら
I wasn't
丈
very
夫な
healthy
方じゃなかっ
ever
た。
since I was a child. Even so, I attended elementary school like all the other. During summer breaks, I often played until I was literally dented. Denned. Okay, elementary school उतना अच्छा नहीं है वो पर June shortly after my entry into middle school. God, this is loud. At least one. Wait, let me. Yep. Okay, it's not. The day after I do ordered a swimsuit for use the next month. The first hospitalization. But for what? One day just before the first semester midterms, on a day when the first drops of rain were so really cold. Falling from amidst uh, amid the pure white of the overcast sky. All my classmates come to visit me almost every day. That's a good thing, I think, I guess. And when I was realized, they even came to me, came to my house on weekends to play. But that was only the first round. Autumn into winter, winter into spring, a vicious cycle, various cycle, hospitalization, release, silence, and hospitalization again. And before I knew it, even the classmates I once called friends turns into acquaintances, 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 and then into strangers, as if they, as if with ever changing of seasons, us bring erased from their collective memories.
どうやらいい気がしないらしい。
Oh, Wasek is so damn cool. It seems like voice acting is so perfect of her. Seems that to all those normal
普
people,
通に生きている人にとって
my very
私の存
existence
在ってのは
was an unpleasant fact.
だから消されたようだった。
And so it looks like I have been erased.
普通
I
に
did spend so many seasons, so
誰と
many
も言葉を交わす必要もなく過ごした。
overcast sense without the want or need to concern with anybody.
私の英語の教科書は1年生の中間テスト以降
For that
まっ
matter,
さらな状態だった。
my English textbook never changed from that of a first year middle school student before the first midterms.
そこで私
That
の
is
時間
where
が止まったらしい。
my time seems to came to an end. Stage Nana. Early summer 2004. Protagonist. 8 years later, early summer 2004 protagonist. Summer following week. Okay. The gigantic electronic scoreboard in the driver's license examination facility lit up all at once. My eyes and everyone else looked for our respective numbers. 237, 237. And some 8 columns of lit text. Sure enough, my examination number was showing in the test. Clickety click. Wait, I have to sponsor myself. I just realized. Okay. Let me. It will just take a second. Go to Twitter. Paste the link. Okay, that was yep. But I don't care that much about sponsoring myself. You know. Do I go to Discord or something? Maybe yes. I have no idea. Okay, minimize this, minimize that, and go to Discord. Until that, enjoy the music in the background. It's quite nice. Oh no, I put it in the wrong one. Where else? Uh, I should. I guess that will be it. Um, yeah, open that. A nearly empty train car. Perhaps thanks to the beautiful afternoon. Almost alone in that train car. Train car. I was heading back home from the examination hall. My left hand held a new traffic regulations handbook, and my bra- bra- am I reading it correct? Okay, held my brand new driving license. So she got a driving license. So now I've got a driving license as well. Yeah, that's what I said just now. I matured somewhat happily, but there were no strong feeling behind it. So she's not. She got a driving license, but it is not that motivating him. Her. I never particularly wanted to drive a car. So why did you get a driving license for? I never particularly had any motive for it. I guess she don't want to, but she had to. That's the situation here. It was just that my colleges and the technical institution institute both recommended that I at least get a driving license. So that's why I get it. But like that night when I told my parents that I do got my license, they merely spelled what and I see. And when I asked if I could borrow the car just for a test run, they intentionally and curtly said just one thing: no. Yeah, that's the answer many parents give because of car. I guess while I didn't really want to drive the car or anything, the response was all too expected. Those were my parents for you. The next day, I woke with chest pain and went to the hospital. Sickness and I generally had nothing to do with each other, which is why the ER waiting to be utterly boring. Just when I thought they were through examining me, they ordered an X-ray and some blood tests. Then they left, and again I was left waiting for a long time. Okay, but let me pop out the chat in here. Okay, so it will help me if anyone is watching, so I can watch them in this left corner. Okay, wait, it disappeared when I click the game. Okay, they admitted me to the hospital right then and there. And it seems my new lessons, which still lay snugly in my breast pocket, would have to wait a long time for its turn to come. So what happened that night? Protagonist Autumn 2004, protagonist autumn 2004. Okay, right around when the all too noisy cicadas had finally gone silent. So it was a silent night, I can say. I once again found myself in the hospital as per usual. Of course, it wasn't as if I do been there the entire time. I came and went, a future cycle. Yeah, that sucks. The cycle sucks. My first surgery was a month before. After that, I started doing the 5 minutes commute to and from the hospital, my mom. And from then on, I was hospitalized, discharged, ordered to saline, and hospitalized again and again and again. Yo, what kind of disorder is this? What is happening to us? Well, I still had no clue what had or erysia stood for in no time at all. Several months had already passed. As my appetite disease, my so it's an appetite disease. My medications increased. I could feel my own physical strength atrophying way. What's an atrophying way? I kept imagining that my legs were getting thinner, but the needle of the weight scale rudely informed me it's not just your imagination. And yet I kept looking on at myself with detached interest. Yeah, the piano at the background is so nice. As if it is were happening to somebody else entirely. As if I were looking at a screen on the TV or the like. My mind could not guess what had so suddenly happened to my body. Nothing within me was telling me that was real at all. And that's why, even though it was happening to me, I kept looking as if it were happening to someone else, someone far away. So it's winter now, a day of winter, around when Christmas tree had vanished from the streets. Oh, so they are getting Christmas tree for their house. I mean decorations. I was discharged home as a kind of year and treat. Seems like an exercise in total transcends, but still I made an silently happy. Okay, I have to make it like live chat and minimize that. I traveled back to a home I had no seen in a long time, in the midst of a freezing rain. Well, I like rain because that is my kind of a favorite season. Strangely enough, my entire family were there, so that's a good place. I mean, good place to stay if they are there. My parents, who had never so much as talked to me, came out to meet me if with terrible stilt smiles. Something is happening. And my little sister, with whom I had never had a pleasant word, had made my favorite scream stew and fried shrimp just for me. Hey, that's good. They made me sit at the table. They filled Trangrins, Trangrinigens for me. Okay, I don't know what that is. They were carefully kind. It was an impressive display. At this point, a little thought occurs to me about my new driving license, which was still stuffed away in my pocket. That perhaps things would end for the license without it ever having no any use. Like you are having this kind of, I don't know what that is. I forgot just now. As surrounded by a trio of talented. Wait, don't tell me she's sleeping. Strained smiles. But if she's sleeping, that I'm happy. I'm happy that she's watching a happy dream. I got that thought, as if they were someone else's business. It is present, present. That is this present. No, it is this present. DIS. Okay. Ambiguity and total. This is stress. January 2005. Protagonist. Okay. Anywhere began, and I turned to the hospital. But on this day, instead of my usual 4F room, ended up in a conference room of sorts. They took me there, and then my father and the doctor had a little talk. I joined it in while they talked to me. So this was their so-called announcement. They said it in a terribly round fashion. But they told me that going, I was going to die. Oh, oh, I see. That was my only reply. Man, this is depressing. Oh, this is. Ah, I had no other words. Me too. I have no words to say about this situation. It was the only thing that left my mouth from beginning to end. And the doctor's ballpoint pens flew across papers as if in response in my words. Those were probably hospice, enrollment, producers, produce, business like to the last. My father was the same. Um, okay, I can't do something. So it's the simple. This simple was the only real thought I had. That day I was transferred from 4F to 7F. It that's a room number, or room code, I can say. From a six-person room to a private room. So she got a private room. It was a little different from the other wards. Wards is 7F. First of all, the floors were sparkling clean, and second of all, the ceiling was highly and ever since it. Okay, this is turning to a dark turn. This is taking a dark turn. The room were very nice and had large windows from which the warm daylight streamed, streamed in as if by design. but the window only opened a little. I tested them out, and my head would just barely fit out of one. Ah, the color of my ID bracelet had changed as well. It changed color? Oh, I mean, she got different one, I guess. The bracelet that I had worn ever since the first hospitalization, the one that had my name and blood type recorded on it, its color had now changed from blue to white. A high ceiling, a white Wendley, okay, bracelet, a window that could not open more than 15 centimeter. The TV programs celebrating the new year were still playing when I was terrified of this 7F, and it was the dawn of that year that I met her of the first time.
Narcissus.
Okay, I was checking OBS,
冬
like, am I streaming?
7回
Yes, I am. Winter 2005, 7F room. Do I click or it is a cutscene? Okay, I click. There was this place, kind of like a lunge at one side of the corridor, across from the nurse's station. It's okay, it's not that bad. It is quite decent and good looking. This generally deserted place had a few couches and chairs, as well as a large TV. Stupid programs common commemorating the new year were still being broadcast on that 28-inch screen. Okay, that is like that ad sucks. Like you go in a certain time to watch a TV and then there are ads in 28 in display. That's bad. And there was a girl who looked absolutely bored watching that absolutely boring TV. Like, what else can she do at this situation? I mean, she can't play games or something. She have to watch the TV and you can't go to any restaurant. In pajamas, pink pajamas, a white bracelet on her wrist, just like mine. Impressively long hair that almost reached down her hip. Hey, do you find that interesting? There was no deep purpose in the asking. Simply, I had nothing else to do, so I started talking to her.
別に
Bit sunny, not really. So you can like find it out when they are speaking, their voice will come out. Was her only reply to me. She didn't turn to face me at all, and she kept looking on TV, boredom at that TV as if it didn't even exist. Okay, then don't match it. Even as I thought this, I sat down in a chair next to her. Side by side, we watched TV. Nothing else to do, nothing else we could do. So we sat there silently and watched TV. New Year celebration programs as per usual, as useless. Are Arya are array, okay, this array of comedians and odites, odites, and ever so often the MC's stupid sheer laughter recorded the daily. In this wild sun, Terence changed long.
ねえあなた
Say, tell me. Ne anata. So ne is say and anata means tell me. Nichols suddenly started talking to me, but her eyes were as always filled on the TV screen.
あなた何回目
So she's having a really soft voice. That's giving peace in my heart. How many times is it for you now? What do you mean by that? She's not going to say that.
ここに7階に来たの
Speak more. Speak more, girl. How many times have you come here to 7 up floor? Or maybe room? Sorry, I have no clue what you are talking about.
そう初めてなんだね
I see, so it's your first time then. It is my first time. So she's seen my confusion but her question and came to the right conclusion.
じゃあ他に誰もいないし
And since
私の役目だから
there's no one else around, and since it's my duty,
そういうルールなの
so this voice is her, that girl. Yes, this rule. I don't even know her name. Nodding silently, she explained that the rule was that someone here, 7F, should tell newcomers the truth. What is the truth? I knew nothing, I understood even less. And as if I did not even exist, she slowly started her speech.
それじゃあよく聞
Then
いて
listen closely. Is this good? Maybe not. Okay. Her words spoken methodically, one by one, were a little different from all the ones had heard from the doctors about this place. In their business-like, crisp syntaxes, they told me this is a place where one waits for medical advance. This is a place where one heals one heart. And perhaps they might have been correct in a general sense. Oh, this this is really good. It's like peace in this song, but according to the girl, that was just the party line. The truth was that this 7F was the only place in the hospital where medical treatments did not take place. This was just a place where you wanted for your life to come to an end. We are going to die. No. These were her words to me. So this is 7F is a place where the conditions are critical. Maybe in hospital. That we thought so as well. That's why the family came up. At this year, our family came up like in 2005. I do felt in even before Sidhu opened
私
for a last mate.
2回目だから
See, this is my second time. Second time doing what?
ここに来るの。
Come here. Coming here. Okay. And then she explained to me that nobody on 7F stayed here for intentionally hospitalization of all the way until that. Come on, man. Let me live. While there was zero possibility of being cured, you were sent home if your condition was stable. So I'm thinking like, what what happened to our leg? Like our protagonist said that her leg is getting thinner. So what happened to her leg? But if it worsened, worsened again, you would be returned here. The cycle ended only in that. Whether it was at home or here on 7F, always one of the two. You are going to die. No way to escape it, it seemed. And when that meaning promitting way her ever word, she informed me that this was her second time up here.
じゃあ一度しか言わないから。
I'm only going to say this once.
ここからは
So listen closely now. It is really serious situation at this point. Like the way she's speaking, she continues speaking. All the while start staring at the blank TV screen. I mean, she do be imagining something traces in the TV to be getting broadcasted. This was an ideal chit chat about then last light out was or where the kitchen was or anything like that. This was something completely different. Third time you are discharged home. Resign yourself, there won't be a fourth time. You will never go home again. If you ever want to escape, head towards the B station, not in the A station. Why? What is in the A station? That I should not head to the A station. What's the reason? Eat nothing. That is simplest shortcut. You leave the smallest burden on your life, on your family that way. It was as if she was sick to the brim. It made us like those. This was probably an oral tradition. Oh, I'm getting a little tired of reading. Okay, get the poster back. Relevant only to those who are going to die, and kept by those who came here for that purpose. So, is this the duty that you were talking about?
そうよ。
Yes, that's right. Yeah, this sounds so softly, actually, calming my brain.
いつかあなたも初めて来た人には伝えてね。
Like you are going to get the award for ASMR or something, for this soft voice or something. And nobody in my chat. Anyone there? Maybe no one. No one. Okay, I mistakenly opened OBS. So do remember to perform it for a newcomer yourself someday, okay? With these words, she slowly stood up. She casually stood to her long hair and it gazed my nose.
じゃあ検温の時間だから。
I have to go get my temperature measured. So then she turned her back and started walking down the corridor. Now completely distracted, save for me. The lung had only the laughter from the TV and the wild white flowers by the windowsill. In the end, she didn't even look at me once because she knows there is like maybe no coming back. Wait, what was that? Protagonist 2010? Maybe. A few days later, New Year celebration were over and the middle and high school students were beginning a new term. And just as ever, she and I sat in this long, uh, starting blankly at the TV. So we are watching TV again. This is boring.
そうね。
So it is. Sone. So we said, but both of us kept our eyes on the TV. Hey, is this place always this way?
質問の意味がわからな
I
い。
don't understand what you are getting at. I'm imagining a house, but it's always deserted. Other than the nurses, doctor, and help staff, and other than her, I do not seem a single person. So here is just me and her. Uh, there's no one else there. I mean, there are so many chairs. For what reason? Maybe to feel like there will be someone coming in this 7F room. Maybe later. I hope no one comes here because people who are going to die they come here, right? Did everybody go home from the new year or something?
その理由を知りたいの？
You really want to know? Well, I didn't mean.
じゃあ言わない。
Then I won't tell you. You disintegrate this. What is this? Stood back and forth. This exchange that could not even be called a conversation. A slight breeze coming from the window that would not open more than 15 centimeter. Wait, only 15 centimeter? It's like just the scale. From time to time, her hair would sway, and as if an argument, the flowers at the window sill would do. This was how we kill time day by day after day, starting at that boring good for nothing TV. Man, this is painful, literally, at this point. Cloud Senpai, welcome to my stream. I think you just came here. I'm playing Narcissus side second, but it is the first part in the second. Like it is the first episode, you can say. And yeah, we are going to die. Never afraid of dying. Remember that. Because when you did, you will just know that people who cares about you are going to miss you, and yeah, that's it. That's all I know in this reality. Oh there, oh here, the two of you are, an elderly nurse said as she thrust towards us. From what I have seen of the narcissus station, he was apparently the change nurse of 7F. Well, Miss Sumi, any fever?
大丈夫。出てない。
I'm fine, no fever. Satsumi. So what? So that was her name, Satsumi. I finally know her name now. Well, this is quite a long time, and I know her name just now. You really shouldn't be moving around like this. You are like huffing. You understand everyone's worried about you.
別にいいよ。
Well, whatever. Mr. Neve. Okay. Come now. What kind of answer is that? For children these days. So this is line of a nurse. The nurse continued to scold and heck back from some while ago. Longer. Let me check the note. Nothing new in my chat. And the girl named Shitsumi just pretended not to notice it at all. She simply started straight forward at the boring TV. Who put that boring TV there? Shoot that. Like, destroy that TV. Bring us some new, like, TV, man. Show us some quality content. What am I saying? What am I saying? Show us some, some good programs or something. Paying that fuzzy nurse as little head heed as we could. I'll be coming later to draw some blood, okay? Draw some blood? What? With those words, the charge nurse went back to the nurse station. Hey, well, mind if I call you Shitsumi? I asked there this started at her while Wenley ID bracelet and at the blood type and the name written therein. She's huffing again, or whatever you call that. It's is something the matter, Shitsumi?
どうして呼び捨てなの？
Why are you calling me that? So it's not your name, maybe. Well, Nurse called you like that, so I thought I could too. Huh?
年下のくせに。
You're younger than me. It means she's like older than me. And what is my age? If I am I younger than you?
別に。
Nothing, that's
そう
just
思っただけ。
what I thought, that is all. It means I'm older than her. Now, it wasn't that I was often that she called me a younger than her. I was just that no matter how I looked at it, thought I was 5, 6 years old and she was. That's why I took out my driver's license from my. Okay, this can verify me like I am bigger than her. Tsumi. Our driving license, which I got from back then, handed handed it directly to her. See, I may not seem it, but I'm 20. So my character, this protagonist, is like 20 years old. Now, I guess he's having a problem in breeding. Like, he's not breeding well.
やっぱり年下よ。
So you're younger, after all. How am I still younger, man? She only took a glance at my license before handing it back to me. I don't really get what you're saying.
どうでもいいじゃない。
It
少
doesn't
し上の
really
だけど。
matter. I'm just a little older than you are. That's all. Does it mean she's going to die first and I'm next? That's why she's older than me. Even though her age would be less than mine, but okay, I guess you get it. Maybe. She mesmerized this murmurs, murmurs as expert. Okay, I can't read. That's very. I can't read clearly, man, at this point. Her eyes were fixed on that boring TV, alright, but it also felt as if she was gazing at something far away. Okay, I was just Jacobius. After, back to it. I snuck past the nurses and boarded the elevator. Wait, I have to sneeze. Oh, okay, I'm back. It's like my stomach is starving. When I got to IF, it it may be 1F. I walked out the outpatient silence doors and walked outside of the hospital. My goal was the place that I have been told about not longer ago. The faraway B station, not the nearby A station. It wasn't that I wanted to escape or anything. At 7F or at home, none of us dead anywhere else. So we are alive. That's what I had been told. And this base station, which this girl named Sutsumi had apparently had been many times, has been